welcome to my January pattern roundup. I'm going to be covering patterns. I don't know if maybe I will at the end throw in some of my patterns that I made this month because I did make a lot, but I wanted to cover all of the patterns that I made from other creators and a little bit from myself throughout the month of January. I thought it would be fun to do because I was filming my January vlog and I realized there are going to be a lot of links in this video, so I figured why not just make it like in one specific video and have all the links in that video. Makes more sense. So without further ado, I'm just going to jump into it. So we're basically going to be starting from the most recent and just going all the way to the very beginning of January because that's just how they're piled in my finished makes basket right now. So anyway, I made this while I was on my crochet retreat in Texas. It is Akari, the wishing star from LemonCatCrochet. I fucking love this pattern. I love this pattern so much. Although, I didn't make it exactly how it's written. So, if you look at the bottom, I started in a round. The pattern, the way it's written, I'm not hating on this technique at all. I just was like, I don't feel like messing around with this because I was tired. So I just did a ring and I went around in rounds. So this pattern, the way it's written, you actually like connect the legs and you make your rounds out of the legs, if that makes sense. If you make anything that's like a oak and marlow, like one of those like long leggy patterns, it does the same thing. No hate on that technique. I just was like sleepy and I didn't feel like trying to like find stitches. So, but this pattern was really cute. It worked out pretty quickly for me. I took a lot of breaks because I was on vacation, so I was getting up and like having snacks and stuff and like chatting with my friends. But I think it worked out really well. I added these really cute eyebrows to it that I've been doing a lot lately. I would add blush, but I need to get a new fabric marker. And the eyes are gorgeous. You can't get these anymore because they're from Ivory Rose Artistry, and she doesn't really, she's not, like, active anymore, unfortunately. So sad. We miss you, Sydney, if you're watching this. So that was my most recent make. And then this pattern should be live a couple days after this video, probably. But this was a pattern test for Crochet with Kelsey, one of my very best friends. This is Livie the Lovepup. I was next to her while she was like writing it and putting it together, and I said, "Can I make that, please?" And so she gave me all of her chicken scratch, and it turned out very cute. She's got excuse me, I was drinking my coffee. She's got like a little crochet heart pattern in there as well for you to do. Like hers has a collar with a heart on it, and it's really cute. But I love this. I just love floppy patterns. I've been making so many of them lately, and it makes me happy. So that was another one. This is, you know what? I'll just do everything as I grab it out of my basket. How about that? This is Hamlet the Flying Pig. This is my pattern. It just released today, Thursday, January 29th. This is like my new wing pattern that I've been doing too. I think it turned out pretty good. I might make this into like a free tutorial because it really is so easy. Like you just do a round and then you work in rows and then you do your little bumps right here. Might be a nice easy way for people to learn how to do wings. But I love him. He's so cute. Let's see. He who shall not be mentioned. I wrote this for my Patreon. I personally hate it. I know some people think he's cute. He's not my favorite. You can't win every pattern. Yeah. That's enough about him. Anyway. I had been wanting to make this pattern for so long. Like, I've been wanting to write a Cornish pixie pattern for so long. And I did because my patrons voted to have a Cornish pixie pattern. So this is my Pesky Pixie pattern. It's available now to my patrons. And I just love how cute he turned out. This is, this wing is written pretty similarly to the one on Hamlet the Flying Pig. It's just got a little extra step to it. But yeah, I think he turned out really cute. Let me know what you think. I think this is my favorite pattern that I wrote this month. Yeah, I think it is. And let's see. Okay, now we're dipping into all of the pattern tests that I did finally. This is Tango the Panda from HookedonToastCrochet. I didn't do that great of a job. I will 100% admit that. It was the yarn. I'm going to blame the yarn. Okay? You know how when you get premieres sometimes they're like, I don't know how to, it's not like it's normal, like soft, like you can just whip through it. It was like hard to pull through the loops, and it just was uncomfortable. I kept stopping while I was making this, and I'm like rethinking my whole life, and I don't know why I didn't just, I told myself I wanted to use the cream color. I could have just used white, and it would have been fine, but I stuck with the cream color. Regardless, this pattern's really, really cute. I highly recommend it. It's a nice little snuggler for anybody that likes pandas, is doing kind of like a jungle theme for their nursery maybe, or they just want something different for their little niece or nephew, which I'm sure this guy will eventually find his way to one of my nieces or nephews. So, yeah. I'm going to tell you right now, every pattern I made this month is going to be a highly recommend. I should come up with like a, you know how on Drag Race they're like toot or boot, or what's the other one? There's one I saw where she's like, it's a hot or a rot. So I should come up with something like that. So basically all the patterns I made this month are a toot. We're going to get them all a toot. We'll come up with something different. Comment below what I should do. Yeah? I don't know. I'll think about it. Let's see. I was heavy on the Crochet with Kelsey this month, so we'll do the next two that are Crochet with Kelsey. This is Flo the Flower. She's very sweet, very cute. Mine came out floppier than I had planned because I don't know. I don't know how to explain it. I just was like, I didn't want to like secure it too much and have it be like rigid, I guess. So I said, this is fine. Plus, it's kind of like, it's like a flower anyway, just facing up towards the sun. So I thought the eyes I used on this were cute. These are 35 millimeters, right? No, they're 30s. These look like 30s. Honestly, I can't tell right now, but I think she turned out super cute. Again, another thing that would be really cute with some blush on it. I need to go get a new marker so I can do blush on my plushies again. This one's a toot. Again, guys, let's come up with something cute for that if we like it or if we don't like it. Like, hooks up or hooks down. Let me know. This is Belle the Cow. This is from a video game that Kelsey really likes. It's something stories. I can't quite remember. I thought this was a really, really cute little pattern. She said it didn't sell very well. But if you get this pattern, it's a cute make. I think this will be great at like farmers markets or like little outdoor markets this year. Everything that's made here is pretty much with Elise Softy Plus except for Tango. Tango I made with Elise Softy Mega and Premier Basics Chenille. So this is all Softy Plus. I don't know. I think she did such a great job with this, and like the pictures she had of the character, the cow, I would say this is pretty spot on if you're wanting to make something from this video game. Kelsey does a really good job with that. And speaking of somebody else who does a phenomenal job, this was a hooks up. Speaking of somebody else that does a phenomenal job, I wouldn't even just say that. Like, she does feats of engineering with crochet. It is CraftedforComfort. I tested Nessie this month. I will be making a bunch of these. This is so great for somebody from where I live. I live right on Lake Champlain, and if you know, you know. Our local legend is Champy the Lake Monster. If you're from this area and you know Champy the Lake Monster, tell me this is not perfect. Like, come on. So anyway, this is just super hooks up, super toot. I love it. I love it. This is like, so you're chaining a bunch and just crocheting back and forth to get the neck to turn. This is all one piece. The only things that are sewn on are the fins. And even then, if you really wanted to, you could freaking crochet the fins in, honestly. But, I mean, come on. Come on. She knocks it out of the park every time. These eyes are gorgeous. I think these are from Aari Mackenzie Crafts. This might be my favorite pattern from this month. but we're giving it a super hooks up for right now. This is so good. I'm going to be making a bunch of these for like local markets because I know people that know Champy will want this. It is so good. So that's her Nessie pattern. What else did I test this month? Oh, well, actually, hang on. I have to remember what's from this month and what's from December. So this is definitely this month. This is Stanley the Stegosaurus by KP Crochet Creations. Sorry, with the leaves it gets a little like floppy. These little, his spikes. I'm in love with all of Kendall's dinosaur patterns, and you should be too. Here's why. She's just the best. Anyway, I really like how when she starts these, she starts it in a ring of 10, and then it doesn't make it too pointy of a nose. And all of her dinosaur patterns are just so well written and so like well thought out. And like I was sitting with her while she was writing one this past weekend, and you can just see like she's sitting there and thinking it through and like, oh, you know what? Like this is leaning forward too much. Like people aren't going to like that. I think I have to rewrite this or write this in a way where it can like lean back and it won't fall forward, or like make sure people know to like be putting like beads in it to weight down the tail. Like she's just so well thought out with her patterns. The eyes are cute too. I got these forever and ever ago. I want to say they're from Mom Stitch Eddie. I don't know. I got them a long time ago. You know those eyes where you're like, oh yeah, I've had those for a while and they're not labeled, and you're like, ooh, who am I crediting? Ooh. But I think, no, I don't think this is my favorite one of her dinosaurs. I think that Gus the Dino is still my favorite because that one I just made over and over and over again and like didn't even think about it. So if you're looking for really good dinosaur patterns, KP Crochet Creations has got your back. And what I like about this technique is that, so you make all the legs separately, and then you make the belly, and then you crochet the legs, and then you work up into the body, and you crochet the tail into it. Like, it's just chef's kiss. We're going to give this a hooks up. I love this one. I might not get rid of that one, honestly. I actually just won. She did like a joint giveaway with, oh god, I can't remember her name right now off the top of my head. It was on Palm Street like a week or two ago. And I was on it just to support Kendall because I love everything she does. She's just one of my favorite humans. And I won a dinosaur. This is her T-Rex dino. Why can't I think of the name right now? Oh, I think it's just Rexy, actually. So this is like one of her patterns made by her, which it's probably going to sit on my friend shelf at this point, because normally like I'll get stuff from my friends or whatever, but I give it to like my nephew or my niece, or like, because I'm like, I can't have all of these plushies all over the place, but it's like kind of sentimental because it's from one of my best friends and I didn't pay for it, so you know. Oh, so my boyfriend has the other one up in he has the prototype up in his office. This is my Mandrake pattern that's releasing for free on January 30th. So free pattern Friday tomorrow, friends. Today, actually, because this is hitting my Patreon before it hits YouTube. So yesterday, this pattern released for free. I think what I would like to do is, I've been advised to like make this a paid pattern because I put so much into it. I'm not going to. I'm actually going a step further. I think I'm going to make a YouTube tutorial, a video tutorial for this. Because I wanted, like, one of my goals this year was to make, like, myself and my patterns, like, a little bit more accessible for people, because I really only have, like, 1 or 2 free patterns, and I've been doing this for almost 4 years. So, this is my free Mandrake pattern. It does have, like, a little leaf that you can add onto it, but this guy just kind of stopped here. I love this pattern. I'm gonna give myself a super toot. Can you tell I'm such a dork? Let's see. I think this was a December make. I'm not gonna lie, but I'm still gonna show it off because I like Tia. This is one of her trainer buddies. It comes in a pack of like 5 or 6. You can get this, Bulbasaur, Squirtle, Charmander. I think there's an Eevee in there. I want to say Psyduck. This was a huge undertaking, this whole pattern like series that she did. I liked it. I only made the one because I only had the time for the one during the pattern test. but it worked up very well. It worked out very cutely. I would definitely recommend this for anybody that does, like, conventions. It's just like this would be like a $20, $25 grab for people. And I know that's a price point that people at conventions would be comfortable paying for something like this. So we'll give it a hooks up. Yeah. I think that's everything. Oh wait, I want to show this off again, actually. I love Dungeons and Dragons. I love Baldur's Gate 3. It is like my whole personality outside of this, although I've been really into Tales of the Shire lately. Critter Stitch Studios wrote this amazing Owlbear cub pattern. These eyes are from Nerdy Girl Crochets. These are like from one of her anime drops. I think they were so perfect for this. It also, you can do wings. I opted not to do the wings because I just thought it was cute like this. You have to make this pattern. You have to. I loved making this. I know this is going to be such a hit at Renaissance fairs, at like conventions, for anybody that loves like Dungeons and Dragons or just loves fantasy in general. They're going to love this pattern. They're going to love you gifting them this pattern. This is getting a super hooks up. Jake, chef's kiss. Please go buy this pattern from Jake. It's so good. So good. And now I'm looking over at the pile of plushies on my desk, and honestly, I feel like I have to show you guys. So yeah, here's all the plushies. That's crazy. Anyway, guys, that's like basically everything. I have like one or two small things in here, but they weren't pattern tests. They were just kind of like random one-offs. I won't show those off, but let me know if you like these pattern roundup videos. I think I'm going to do them once a month along with my vlog, and I'll link everything in the description below so that way you can go find each pattern. But yeah, basically everything from this month was we'll give it a hooks up or a super hooks up. I think my favorite, I got excited over a lot of them. Let's figure out, I think my favorite one, yeah, we're going to do it. My favorite one was Nessie. We'll give it all the round of applause and everything. Yep. Nessie by CraftedforComfort. You just can't beat the engineering she puts into her crochet patterns, dude. You have to go get this pattern. I beg of thee. And these eyes from Allie Mackenzie. Beautiful. Anyway, without further ado, guys, that was my January pattern vlog. Pattern wrap up, whatever you want. Let me know what your favorite pattern from this month was below. Like, it doesn't have to be a pattern from this video, because I want to see what you guys made. I want to see if something it's like I want to make in the next month. So comment below what your favorite patterns were. Bye!